spicy red oil sauce. This is loaded with flavor and the cutest, plumpest little dumplings. These are my spicy prawn wontons. Okay, so we make a lot of dumplings on my channel. That's because I love dumplings and I know you guys love them just as much. Let's get down to what is really special about these dumplings though, and that is the filling. So a couple of little tips here for the best kind of silkiest, prawniest, yummiest filling. But let's start with the prawns. So I've just got some king prawns here. Now I like to do this by hand because I think the blender or the food processor makes things too soft and pasty. So you want to get in here, do a few chops first. Okay, so that's the kind of texture that you want. It's a sort of a fine mince, but you can still see some chunky bits of prawn in there. So that goes into a bowl. And now for the flavorings. So I'm going to start off with some salt. Very important here. The salt's not only going to give us, salty flavor, but also improves the texture and the bounce of that filling. And some white pepper here as well. I find the white pepper has a more subtle kind of flavor and also doesn't color the filling too much. Now some sesame oil and some ginger. So with the ginger, I just like to use a teaspoon to peel that. It means you can get right into all those little sort of nooks and crannies there, and then just finely grate that. And now here come the little ingredients that are going to give us exactly the right texture that we want. So I kind of want a little bit of like pop and bounce from the prawns, but I also want a nice kind of silky texture as well. And that's going to come from some chicken stock, which is going to give us the juiciness, and then some corn flour. Corn flour will like bind with that chicken stock and make everything kind of soft and silky. And then finally, just for some extra flavor, some spring onion. And now just mix. So it's pretty important here that you keep mixing until you get a really lovely, sticky, homogeneous kind of mixture. So you'll see what I mean in a second. So this is the kind of situation that you're after. It almost looks like shiny and creamy kind of. Let's get going on folding our dumplings now. So I've got some wonton wrappers here. Now you could do these with gaoji as well. You could make gyoza. I'm just choosing to make wontons today. So peel off a wrapper and you just want to give yourself a nice like plump amount of filling in here. Don't be stingy on this one. And then just moisten the edges. And I'm going to go with like, I think it's called like a diamond shape today, or sometimes called a bonnet kind of shape, but you fold over first into a triangle. And the key is here, make sure you expel all of that air. So you have your triangle and then flip it over and then just moisten those tips and then fold. So this is very much like a tortellini kind of shape as well, but I love this one when there's a red oil sauce because you've got lots of little kind of grooves to catch the sauce. Okay, so how cute is that? The cutest tray of dumplings ever. Well, I don't know, I always think dumplings are cute, but that's just me. What we need to do now is before we cook our dumplings, let's make our spicy oil sauce. This thing is killer. Now what you want to do is start off with some chili oil. I have my homemade version here. You can find out how to make that on my channel, and you want quite a lot of this guy. And to that I want some soy sauce, some white vinegar. Now I also want some garlic as well. Just a tiny little smattering of garlic here because I just want kind of a hint of that flavor. And some coriander as well. Some spring onion. And now give that a mix. And that, my friends, is like the most killer dumpling sauce ever. Use it on any kind of dumpling. Now, to cook these dumplings, you just want a nice sort of rolling boil on your water and drop those in. And then just kind of make sure they're not getting stuck to the bottom of the pan. So just kind of loosen them up a little bit. And then these just need about 3 or 4 minutes until they're cooked through. Okay, these guys are looking very good. Let's get them out onto a plate. Oof, steamy. Now for me, this red sauce is literally the star of the show. Let's get loads of that everywhere. And there you go guys, my spicy prawn wontons. I am literally dying to get in here, so I'm gonna do just that. Dumplings, my favorite food group. Okay, it's kind of giant, but anyway, we're gonna do this. Hot and spicy, but so amazing. I mean, you kind of get that like forward Szechuan pepper chili from the chili oil first, but then you get the saltiness and that beautiful prawn flavor, and the filling just kind of melts away. Little clouds, little puffy clouds. So delicious. My goodness, who needs Din Tai Fung? Yeah. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks guys.